Our first one is going to be pronouns. Huwa, easy, you guys know it? It means he. Huma, same thing, but they, as in those two. Okay. Hum, them. Okay. This is واحد مذكر غائب, but we're just going to use third person for now. First group. Second. Here. She. Huma. Those two females. And hunna. Them. Female. I'm just going to put F in brackets. Do you remember what is the feminine term in Arabic? Mu'annath. And this is mudhakkar. Okay? Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna. In the Quran you will see many places Allah speaks about huma, then Allah speaks about hum, and Allah speaks about hunna. You will see that, and when you see that you will realize that what terms are they using and what pronouns are being used. Again, this is also third person. Okay, now first person. Can anyone tell me what it is? What goes on? Anta. Next, can anyone tell me?
Anti.
Antuma.
Antum.
And?
Antum.
Antum. Next.
Anti.
Anti.
Antuma.
Antuma.
Antunna.
Antunna. Very good. Antunna. Are you guys following? Okay, if you guys need any clarifications, do not hesitate to ask.
I have a question.
Yes. Yes, bro. These are both first person. Yes.
For the word
Second person.
Second person, Jazakallah. Yes.
For the word these two, how come they're the same? So like when I
Which one?
huma.
Huma. Yes, because in tathniya, in Arabic, we do have something called tathniya. Singular, two, dual, and plural. You understand? In a dual terminology, most of the terms are the same. You understand? For example, look over here as well. Anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna. So when you're referring to dual, it's most of the time it's exactly the same, if not all the time. Brother Jubayr corrected me. Jazakallah khair. It's second person, not the first person. So this is all second person. And finally, 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay? Last two is first person, when you're speaking about yourself. And what was it? Can you guys tell me?
Ana.
Ana. Last one?
Nahnu.
Nahnu. Jazakallah khair. Nahnu, we. First person.
Can you translate this?
Yes. Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu.
She said translate.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was going to go to it right now. Jazakallah. You, male. You two, male or female. Antum, all of you. Anti, you, female. Antuma, you two, female. And antunna, all of you, female. And finally, ana, I, nahnu, we. Any questions? Sorry, you can. Any questions? Brother Shuaib? Brother Maruf, anyone, any questions? Okay. This is your first tasrif to memorize. In the same exact concept, we're going to learn the verbs and everything else along with it. So in Arabic, this is called ghaib, third person. Okay? Third person is called ghaib. You guys can write that down just for your own benefit. Ghaib. In Arabic, I know ghaib means unknown, but in this case, ghaib. This is called hadir. Second person. Hadir. And this is called mutakallim, from the speaker's perspective. But this is not important for you to know, this is just as a side note. So again, if we can memorize it in the sequence, it will help you because most of our verbs that we will learn, it will be the exact same sequence. We learn third person, and then we learn second person, then we learn first person. Okay? Huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu. The key word is over here to look at is, first is always singular, second is dual, and then last is plural. Yes?
So they have the same meaning, right? Like anta, huwa.
Meaning, yes. In that concept is the same. Two, singular, two, and then more than two, which is plural. Dual, plural. However, this is second person, third person, and first person. Yeah, inshallah. So this is the tasrif, and you guys can memorize it. It's not going to take too long. Do not think it's very complicated. There's a key to it, and there's just 14, inshallah. So you guys can take it from there. Okay. Inshallah, we will conclude after I give you the vocabulary for the rest of the lesson. I see that there are certain words which are a bit confusing. Okay, is everyone done writing? So can we move on? Okay, we'll wait one more minute. But while most of you guys are done, or the sisters who are done, you guys can circle the words which are not translated yet, so we can inshallah go on it right now. There is one in the third, one on the second row, one on the third row, actually two. Well, the adjectives, we have learned it before, but however, we haven't learned it in this book so far, so we will inshallah go on from there. One on the fifth. One on the sixth. And one on the last paragraph on the inquisitive terms, or the questions. That's it. Yes?
So the first sentence it says Anti bintun. So is it you are a sister or you are my sister?
You are a sister. When you want to add the possession of mine, you will have a ya, which is ya idafa, will be anti binti, not sister, daughter. You said bintun, right? So binti, it's a girl. So you are my girl, my daughter, and it will be sister will be anti ukhti, my sister. But which you will learn inshallah later on. Ya nisba. Okay, are we done? Shall we move on? Can we move on?
Yep.
Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So I'm not going to translate the following for you in Dars al-Rabi'. You will have to do it yourself. However, I will give you your vocabs inshallah. As you all know what ana, bintun, anti, you guys know what that means. So we will move on. You will see a word that says nafidatun. Can anyone tell me if you remember what nafidatun means from our last semester? Nafidatun. Brother Jubayd, do you remember?
Window.
Window. Nafidatun is a window. So take that note if you already taken to, or if you already know, it's fine. If you don't, you can note that down. Next, inshallah, there's a word called sitaratun. Do you follow it? Sitaratun.
curtain or something?
Curtain, yes, very good. A curtain, sitaratun. For the Urdu speaking brothers and sisters, sitare means stars, so do not get confused. Sitaratun is a curtain over here. The next word we have is an adjective known jamilatun. Very beautiful, very easy. I'll give you guys the answer. Beautiful. Okay. The next one after that is a bit tough, or not tougher, it's a bit, not something that we're familiar with. Dhahibun. Dhahibun. Which means?
Where is that? Which word? On which line is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth. Al-abu dhahibun. After here, jamilatun. Al-abu dhahibun.
What is Jamila?
Beautiful. Al-abu dhahibun. Beautiful.
Is it the father went or the father went?
Father's going. Very good, mashallah. Very, very, you used, mashallah, you tried to link it. Very good. Dhahibun means someone who is going. Waqifun means someone who is standing in a position, in a situation. So someone is going. If you want to say he went, you would have to use a verb which is dhahab. Okay? Dhahab al-abu or al-abu dhahab. Al-ummu dhahibatun, these are adjectives, so you can figure out that you can change it just by adding a feminine ta'nith. Na'imun, I'm sorry, there was another word. Al-akhu na'imun. Na'imun from the word naumun. Sleeping, very good. Na'imun, sleeping. Finally, the last line, there's a word we actually wrote it down on top. Ghaib. Hadir, ghaib. Hadir means someone that's present. Ghaib means someone that's absent. So in this context, it does not mean absent, it means someone who's not there, so referring to a third person. In this context, it means someone who is absent. Ghaib. It comes from the word ghaibun. And Allah is the knower of the unknown. Okay?
Hadira means present.
Hadiratun means present. Hadirun means a present male. Any questions? Yes. About? We finished with the word na'imun means sleeping. One who is sleeping. A sleeping female will be na'imatun. I've actually met sisters their name is not Na'ima, their name is Na'ima. Subhanallah, I think last week we praised our Desi brothers for giving up beautiful names, but then at the same time, if we have our Desi family members, this is a cultural stigma. If they find any word in the Quran, they will name it. They will name it. So there's someone called, and I don't know if you heard the story, but subhanAllah, and I heard the story directly, that someone called, says, Sheikh, can I name my daughter Tukadhiban? Tukadhiban is a verb, it means those two are lying or that you deny. You understand? And that's not even thing. I actually met someone who named his son Fir'aun. But I guess that's, again, it's not a bad thing, that's the title, it's like naming a Caesar. However, it's just, it's a bit awkward. And it goes worse than that, so subhanAllah. And we have this tendency to rhyme our names into proses, Farhana, subhanAllah, what a word I chose, I even know the rhyming for that. So different words like that. Fatima, Farhana, things like that, Shafana. Okay, ghaibun means absent in this context. Next, man na'imun. The next paragraph we have certain questions, and you guys will see that there is an added inquisitive term which is kaifa. You guys are very familiar with this because we always hear brothers saying it, and anytime you hear, we always hear Bengali brothers say kaifa haluka. So it's kaifa means how. Okay, so that's the easiest way to understand it. How. Al-baytu, you guys already know what that means. So kaifa means how. Whenever you hear Arab brothers, alhamdulillah, they say kaifa wa anta, kaifa wa int, however you hear it. Easiest way, you say kaifa haluka if you really want to ask how are you. Kaifa haluka, how is your situation, how is your condition. That's the easiest way to translate that. Haluka, yours. That's it. I don't think we have any more words that we skipped. So inshallah, you guys can take these words as your next week's vocab, inshallah. We will follow up from there. Fill in the blanks of a tamreen, and that's it. We will start off with Dars al-Khamis next week, inshallah.
The Baitu means house, right?
Yes, the house. Al-Baytu means the house. Okay, we're done, inshallah. Subhanaka bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. If there are any questions, please again do not hesitate to text or email. And if regarding the surahs, Mufti Zaid will not be here, so if there's any question you have with any work that we did last time, we can inshallah work on it. If there's any question on it.
I have question.
Yes.
It's not related to the lesson, but it's just like social.
Go on.
So, like when the Arab brothers speak English,
Yes.
they don't pronounce the P, like they pronounce the P as B.
Yes,
So
it
if they say
based-
like public, they say public. So like, what's the reason?
You're from Bangladesh, right? You ever heard? Most of you guys, when you say Ramadan, what do you say? What do you say?
Ramzan.
Ramzan. But let's take it a bit more further. Say it. Most of us,
Rosa.
Roza, Ramjan, Rojar Mash. You hear that?
Yeah.
It's because of the colloquial aspect that wherever we come from, certain people like, I used to think this was a stereotypical joke, but people from Spain, I have friends from Andalusia and from those regions, they actually have a hard time pronouncing S with this proper enunciation as in snake. They will have a lisp F, Esperanza, like that. If you hear them speak, they actually have a hard time speaking that. Same way, because of the fact that in the Arabic, in the Bangladeshi alphabet, or in our alphabet, there is no actual pronunciation of the letter Z. That's why most of the things we say J. You understand? We pronounce a J with it. Or an S, we say Shaw, because there's no S sound. You understand? Same exact way in the Arabic tongue, they don't have, like in Egypt, they will have a hard time pronouncing the Jim. You will hear them say with the Ghain, Jannah. There's a joke we used to hear back then, and we used to laugh at it. Like, an Egyptian brother would tell you go masjid, you pray gumma, you go ganna. Right? So it's just like that. So instead of parking, they don't have a P, they use the nearest letter, which is a B, ba. You understand? They either have a fa, which is farking, or ba, barking. And it's actually funny because there are many jokes when it comes to the word term parking. So yeah, it depends on where you come from and how you actually pronounce it. So the Arabs, now recently, subhanAllah, when I went to the Haram, I've seen that they actually changed that. They have a specific letters for P and stuff like that. They actually changed it recently. But then colloquial Arabic has been spoken for hundreds of years. And the brothers who were grown up and who were growing up at that time, they did not have it. So just like, we say Roja and Ramjan, you hear that, Namaj al-Shumay. These are all Persian terms. Namaz, Roze, these are all Persian from the Persian tongue, Farsi, or Pashto, however you want to say it. However, we took it from them, and then when we say it incorrectly based on that. It's not Jobor Jer Pesh, it's Zabr Zer Pesh. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So just like that, the Arab brothers, they have certain ways of speaking, and in their tongue there is no P. You understand? So just like that. In Urdu, you may ask in Urdu, they also use the Arabic alphabet. How come they use a P? Because they actually have a letter that was included, which is P. You understand? So just like that. That's fine. Any other question regarding the surah that we have done so far? Any questions for the sisters and the brothers who have not joined us from before? Mufti Zaid chose to continue from the 10 surahs you have done previously, so he will move on from Surah Al-Fil to the next 10 inshallah until the semester finishes. So do we have any questions regarding the last surah that we have finished, or anything about the surahs? No. I do have one small thing to say, alhamdulillah, that now that you guys are moving into Arabic, and I'm really happy, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu. Remember that this is only for the sake of Allah, in ajra illa ala Allah. Do ask you guys that whenever you read certain surahs and stuff, pay attention when the Imam reads anything. Try to pay attention if you can catch any words or anything that he says, or any word particle that he says that you already know. You'll be amazed because sometimes you can translate even not knowing how to translate. You understand? You'll be able to just connect the dots together, and you guys will be able to connect it. That's it. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Jazakumullah khair.